Hello there, everybody. Ew. Hello there, everyone. Coolnickyd here. Welcome back to another video. And why did I forget my intro all of a sudden? Hello there, everyone. Coolnickyd here. Welcome back to another video. Today, I am here with part 2 of Let's Play The Sims 4 Simvivor Season 6 Tartosa Men vs. Women. In the last episode, my lovely friend Fiona ended up going home from her own competitiveness and I guess lack of socializing, too much socializing with the other tribe and not her own tribe to save her from tribal council. So because of that, the women are down a tribe member, which leaves the men on top, but all of that may change this episode. Just starting off, everybody has gotten a fresh night of sleep except for Helen, it seems. I thought I sent them most to bed, but I guess none of them went to bed. Okay. It seems like Helen and Mia are socializing over here. They were a second ago. They were great friends in the last episode. I said it in real life. I was like, I think that they would get along great. They remind me of each other. They have really bubbly personalities, and they stuck together at tribal council and voted off Fiona. But I do want to make sure these guys get a good night's sleep. So can y'all, like, please go to your beds? Colby is making a breakfast and eating. Colby has been pretty quiet. I think this is what happened to Fiona. He's been seen in group settings, but I don't know if he's actually been talking in group settings. And if so, he's been talking a lot to other tribe, like the other tribe. So I feel like if, like, for example, if he's about to start talking with Helen, I fear that if the men were to go to tribal council, Colby might be an easy out, unfortunately. Mia probably going to sit with Mark and Helen, her two besties. It's really funny how this little group formed, and I'm really liking it. I think it's really great to see an alliance on Survivor. We don't always see alliances on Coolnickyd Simvivor all the time, so I'm happy to see these three people, even if they're not talking, that they're sticking together. It says something. I think it says something where the Sims sit. So it's a new day in real life, also a new day in The Sims, and if you can see by the notification up there, have a sim do nothing social for 24 hours. No one's talking to each other. They have been sleeping all day long, all of them. They are so tired from episode 1 that they just refuse to interact. So I'm going to, again, let them continue sleeping through the night. It looks like Nicole is about to chit-chat with Edward a bit. But the only other people that have been talking are Matt's been sleeping, Colby and Mark. Colby and Mark were talking just very briefly earlier, but other than that, not a single person. So let's make it morning, and we'll catch up then. Okay, it is 4:30 a.m., but people are up and talking. So we have, Matt and Ed over here are joking around, guys being dudes. Nicole is downstairs showering. Mark is upstairs eating, also about to talk to Edward. It looks like the guys, you know what? I'm actually pleasantly surprised because all of the guys have a really good relationship. The only person who doesn't seems to be Colby. Like I said last episode, Colby was kind of quiet when it came to group settings. However, off camera, he was talking a little bit to Mark. So maybe he's just not one for groups and he's more of a one-on-one individual talking person, but he definitely is missing out on some crucial group interaction here with the rest of the boys tribe, the rest of Arsenicos, because this is what, you know, when you see things like this is what, you know, makes or breaks a tribal council sometimes. So Colby definitely should probably wake up and get started on socializing soon in that group setting, because we saw it happen to Fiona. Even though she was in the group setting, not talking to people was, you know, enough to send her home. So I don't want Colby to be the one going. I mean, I don't want any of them to be the one going, but I don't want this to be Colby's downfall if the guys were to lose the challenge later today. Looks like they definitely are strategizing, though. Nicole, how are you? The only girl awake. Anyone else doing anything interesting at all? It's a new dawn, it's a new day, and for the first time in forever, everybody's awake. I'm very excited. So we have Mia and Helen over here cooking up some breakfast. They are about to chat with each other. Join cooking. How sweet. Again, these two are definitely sticking together. It would not surprise me that if the girls were to go to tribal, that Nicole would be the one sent home. She's talking to Matt for a little bit. How's everybody else doing? Where's Mark? Mark is going upstairs to go chat with Helen. Nice, we're getting some group interaction. Edward is the only one that's out here alone by the fire. Everybody else is Looks like they're about to go eat some breakfast, which is nice. Colby is also awake. Chatting with, oh, just joining in the cooking. I guess they're all doing group cooking or something. Yes, group conversation. Yay. Oh, Mark doesn't like Helen. Mark's like, you are friends with my girlfriend and you're going to stand in the way of success for my game. Interesting. All right. How's breakfast? Look at this, so cute when everybody sits together and starts to eat. Where is Nicole? Nicole doesn't want in on this breakfast. She picked up Mia's hidden immunity idol. You can play with that, but it's not yours, Nicole. That is Mia's. And Edward also just sitting out here. I guess he'd rather eat marshmallows for breakfast than talk with the group. This might hurt both of them later today. So we'll just have to wait and see, because again, these group interactions truly are what make and break everything. And more crucially, actually talking in them. As we see, like, oh my god, these guys are so freaking loud. As we see, like, Helen and Mark are the ones actually talking. And so I guess Mia is Mia in this conversation too? No, she's not. So it really depends on all that. There's a lot of factors that go into, you know, being a good social player. I think we'll go to the challenge around 2 p.m. today. I want to give them a lot of time to socialize, especially because last episode was so quick and easy and just, like, based on really first impressions. So I'll give them some more time to chat today, and then we'll head to the challenge around 2. It's a physical challenge, which I'm excited about. Very excited for it. I also added this basketball net, but nobody has gone to play it. I wonder if it should be accessible. I'm pretty sure it is. It's on the lot. Matt's talking, it seems. Oh, he's talking to Helen. Helen is like center of attention. Everybody loves Helen. Matt's been talking to Helen. Mark doesn't like Helen, but he was talking to her. Mia's talking to her. These two, though, are like bestie boos for life. They are constantly hanging out with each other. Oh, but here's Nicole. Is she going to stay in chat? No, she's just going to wash the dishes. Yeah, it's definitely seeming as though Nicole is going to be one of the odd ones out. I'm wondering if, like, in the last tribal, you know, it was 3-1 and Helen was the other vote. I'm wondering if Fiona voted for Helen because she first saw this, you know, issue of Helen being a really good social player. I'm really wondering if that's, you know, the method behind her madness. Looking into things a little bit more. How's everybody doing, though? Everybody's good? We're all happy? Good, I'm glad. Seems as though Edward and Nicole are finally doing some socializing today. Nicole not with her other tribe mates, but with the boys, which is interesting. Oh, Mia's coming to join. Okay. Love a good group conversation. Mia will be anywhere that Mark is, so that makes sense that she's going there. It's really so funny to me that their Sims are, like, always around each other. Oh, Nicole left once Mia showed up. This is so weird that she's being such a loner. I don't know why. This is very unlike Nicole in real life. Maybe she, you know, it's okay to stick to yourself. You know, sometimes if you're confident in the game, you don't really need to be around all the other people all at once, but it's definitely interesting to see. And then we have some people chatting by the pool. Colby is getting into, see, what did I say? Oh, Helen, that was not cute. What did I say earlier? That Colby is not the group player type, but he is so there for the one-on-one conversations. He's really good at that. So maybe he's kind of a dark horse in the social game. It's really, like, even in the real game of Survivor, it's important to build personal connections and social relationships sometimes, because you could be in a group, but, like, other than that, you're just in a group. Really getting to know somebody one-on-one is how, even in The Sims, you truly build a connection. So maybe that's just how Colby's playing the game. And if it is, good for him. Look at them doing the dishes. I'm like, oh, so awesome. Mia, how are you doing down here in the bathroom cave? Definitely wanted to hide the bathrooms this season underneath. I really like this set. It's definitely unlike anything Survivor in real life has ever done before. Although they have gone to, like, temples and things like that. Like, whenever we make it back into the jungle in one of these Survivor seasons, like, maybe I'll make some really cool temples, because in our first season, Belo Misa Jungle, if you ever watched season 1 of Coolnickyd Simvivor, we didn't have any, like, temples. It was in the jungle, but, you know, cool temples. Maybe we'll do that next time. Or not next season. I know what next season's going to be already, but LOL, laugh out loud. How's everybody doing? Good. We got a challenge in just 2.5 hours, folks. So get your talking done, and we'll do some post-challenge talk as well. Yeah. Definitely doing some more chatting than they were yesterday. I guess they just needed a day to recoup. That's fine. It happens even in the real game of Survivor too. You know, in these 2 recent seasons, everything's been going really fast because they shorten the amount of time that they're actually on the island. But in the past seasons, they would have time to like debrief after a challenge. So, and you know, rest. So I gave the Simvivors a day to rest. You're welcome, everybody. You're welcome. You're freaking welcome. Colby and Mark are now talking again, showing you that Colby loves this one-on-one chat. They're talking through the open. Through there. Can you even see him? You can from a distance. Mark's tall, so hopefully I'm sure he can see him. But yeah, they love those personal conversations. Colby loves them. Yeah, you a one-on-one person, Colby? How sweet. You're so sweet. Nicole's finally talking to somebody on her own tribe, Helen. That's refreshing. And of course it's Helen. It's not Mia, but of course it would be Helen. Yeah, Helen's our big socialite. It's really cool to see somebody taking on the center of attention kind of role. In the game, it says that Edward wants to cloud gaze with Mia. That is interesting. Definitely him wanting to socialize with Mia. Maybe that's something that he's thinking that he wants to do but can't out of like respect for Mark. Maybe if you could look at it that way. Where's Matt? Matt has just been swimming all day long, building up that athletic skill, which is good because you never know. Maybe one of these challenges, you might need it. He also wants to stargaze with Mia. He wants to get to know Mia. Oh, Mia, you are maybe Mia's the center of attention. Maybe it's not Helen. But they are besties, so maybe they wanna get to know Mia because of Helen. Ooh, interesting when you look at it that way, isn't it? All right, guys, we have less than an hour until we head over to the challenge. So get your last minute strategizing and conversating done before we go. Oh, we got a group of people talking here. Colby and Mark still chatting over there. Yeah, let's see. Got last half hour. Let's see the overview of the camp. I love that we can see what everybody's doing. Look at this big group discussion. Fun. And it's 2 o'clock. So let's head over to our challenge. Okay, welcome to our second challenge. As you see, we are back atop our challenge arena. However, we're not actually on the lot because we don't need to be. This challenge is called Race to the Edge of the Pier. And basically, the first tribe to have all their tribe members race from here to the edge of that pier wins. Now, of course, we are unbalanced, so I'm going to do a randomizer number 1 to 4 to see which tribe member on Arsenicos or the boys tribe will sit out. So just in order of how they're standing, Edward will be 1, Matthew will be 2, Mark will be 3, Colby will be 4. Give me a number between 1 and 4. 3 it is. Oh, I should have showed you. It was said 3. Mark will be the one that was sitting out. So Mark, you can teleport back home. You will not be partaking in the challenge today. This does make him equally as eligible to go home if they were to lose, but just Mark will not be competing. So I will be setting everybody's start or finishing point to this pier right over here. So it is up to them whether their sim decides if they want to go all the way there. It's just, I guess, if they cancel their interaction on their way there, it's whichever tribe ends up with the most people, but they should go all the way there. It's a long walk. It doesn't seem like it, but they will go all the way down these stairs and around here, all the way to there. So, are you guys ready to go? Survivors ready and go. All right, Helen, Nicole. All right, see, they're running. Some of them are running. Mia. Oh, Colby was caught in an interaction. That is not good for Colby. I did cancel all their interactions equally, so... But you know what? There is a lot of time to catch up, because I guarantee you, some of them will just end up walking, and they'll choose a bunch of different paths. It is literally, it's anyone's game right now. Okay, but we do have Edward in the lead. I did this challenge very similarly last season. Oh, did somebody have to pee? Oh, everybody should be good. Everybody had time to heal at home. I did this challenge last season similarly when I made them race to the top of the volcano, and it was really fun. But as you see, Colby's sim, even though leaving last, is currently passing up two of the girls. Edward's sim is zooming through this. He feels confident in himself. Of course, look at these random survivors traveling all throughout Tartosa. Everybody's probably like, what is happening? All right, they are rounding the bend. They truly are kind of almost there. Edward is in the lead. If it stays this way, it looks like the girls will be headed to tribal council again. But there's still kind of a long way to go. Somebody could start walking. Anything genuinely could change. But Edward is very far in the lead, so he looks like he's going to be the first one to arrive for the men. And then we have Helen, then Matthew, then Colby, then Mia, then Nicole. Let's see. It looks like they're all going to stay at the same pace, so I'm kind of seeing the outcome. Oh, we have the fisherman at the end of the pier here. Will anybody start? Oh, is Matthew about to pass up Helen? All right, so Edward made it to the end, and then we have Helen, then Matthew, then Colby, then Mia, and then Nicole jogging up the rear, which means congratulations, the men again. Arsenicos, you have won immunity. Matthew, Edward, Colby, and Mark will all live to see another day. And our women, the Thelokos tribe, Nicole, Mia, and Helen, will be going to tribal council again, which, as a reminder, technically just means that either Nicole or Helen will be going home because Mia has her hidden immunity idol. Crazy, crazy stuff. Very simple challenge, but very fair. Everybody started at one point, ended at one point, and you saw Colby really picking up the pace. He would have lost for the tribe if he really stayed in the back there, but it's time to head home. I will teleport them all back so they don't tire themselves out, and let's see how they interact for the rest of the day before tribal council. So everybody is back. Everybody's back on the island. It seems as though Nicole has decided to tap out and leave the socializing to everybody else, even though that's really not smart. Mia's playing basketball. I'm glad that the basketball net works. I hate basketball in this game, but I'm glad that they're using it. And Helen's socializing with Matt. And she wants to also get to know Mia a little bit more. So it looks like maybe I know who might be going home. Nicole. Yeah, Nicole, you gotta do some socializing, love, if you want to survive tribal council. That's kind of how this game works. Yeah, that's kind of how the game works. There's only two other people to possibly socialize with. Oh, the guys are having a meeting again. Okay, Colby, is in the meeting this time. Matt is the odd one out. Where is he? Oh, he's right there. He didn't listen in. But I love that the guys are really a united front. We've seen people have, like, bromances in past seasons of Survivor, specifically in Survivor Lonnie St. Taz. There were two of my friends had, like, a really good bromance. It seems like the guys are kind of like that again this season. They're very romance-ish. And it's nice to see. I wish the girls kind of banded together like that as well, but they really didn't. Even in the first episode before Fiona went home, you saw they were split up. They did decide to get rid of their strongest competitor in Fiona. She was the last one standing in the last challenge. I wonder if she had stayed this week, if they would have the same fate. The world may never know, indeed. But it definitely is just not smart in general of Nicole to be sleeping. We saw this happen last season with Sam, my roommate in real life. He was so upset that his sim was sleeping through things. It's like, it's truly not my fault. The sims do whatever they want to do. Fiona is just itching to get back into this. So with the girls having only 2 people left on their tribe next week, I have some plans as to what is going to happen because of that. And you all will just have to wait and see what those plans are. I'm excited for you to see. Deciding whether or not I want to do an old twist that I had or do a new twist. We'll see. We'll see. But, you know, we have had tribes with 2 people in the past, but, you know, it's not the best thing. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Boo Laba. Yeah, that's right. I'll let you know if something interesting happens. It's getting darker outside, so tribal council is nearing. I think we're going to aim for 9 or 10 p.m. Mia and Helen, again, chatting together with Colby, and Nicole is alone. This is really weird. Like, we've seen Sims, like, even last season, Cam would go off and kind of do his own thing sometimes, but I've never seen somebody so... Oh, Fiona is just itching to get back here. But I've never seen somebody so checked out as I've seen Nicole. Like, she's sleeping and she's not socializing with anybody. I'm sorry if this logo keeps blocking my face. I have to remember that it's there. It's really interesting. It's honestly really interesting. But let's give it another... Well, like I said, we'll do 8, 9 o'clock. When the lights turn on, that tells me it's time for tribal. Colby seems to be telling the girls what he thinks is best, which is always great input to have, you know, people on the other team telling you what they think. It's definitely a good thing to have. Nicole is sitting at tribal, and is she quitting? Nicole, are you being sassy and are you ready to go home? Sounds kind of like something Nicole would do. She'd be like, I'm sick of it out here. I hate the bugs. I want to shower and sleep in a real bed. That would so be Nicole. Yeah. Oh, the lights. The lights are on and the tribal council is set. Yeah, it's 8 o'clock. Let's head to tribal. All right, welcome to tribal council number 2. We have our 3 girls left on the Thilocos tribe, the green tribe, and it's going to be down to 2. So let's see. Let's recap the week. Mia, remember you do have that hidden immunity idol, so you don't really have to do much socializing today. It does seem like all the guys want to get to know you, so did your other tribe members think that that's threatful headed towards the merge where the guys will actually be together with you on your tribe? Helen, it seems like you are the center of attention in many ways. Even by way of people wanting to know Mia, people want to know you. Did your tribe mates see that as a threat, or were the good connections you made good enough to keep you here? Nicole, you are the last person to show up to the dock in the challenge, and you have rarely socialized with people today. Have you checked out, or is that just your strategy? Alright, the first person safe is Helen. So it comes down to Mia and Nicole, in which we unfortunately know that in no matter what the votes are, Mia does have an immunity idol. However, let's see how the votes fall. By a vote of 2 to 1, Nicole, the tribe, has spoken. Yes, everybody, I guess Nicole's sim really just checked out. It's kind of sad. I don't like to see a sim that just kind of flats out gives up, because it's not fun for me either. But that's exactly kind of what happened with Nicole, and unfortunately, it showed in the way she was sent home tonight, which means Mia is continuing to bring this immunity idol of hers into the final 6. These 2 besties are going to continue on their bestie train, and they also have been the 2 that have socialized a lot with the guys, so finally putting them into the mix might make for an interesting episode 3. Come back next episode to see what we do for the remainder of the girls tribe. Will we be mixing it up? Will we be doing an old twist? Will we be doing a new twist? Come back and check it out. For now, though, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like. It's a big help, and I will see you guys all again next time. Goodbye.